tell us about your game. Very excited to talk about this tonight. It's WO. It's Wrestling Organization Online.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah,
Tell us what you got
Wrestling
going on.
Organization Online. We're looking to bring old school territory wrestling to the blockchain, specifically the Hive blockchain. What we're looking to do is we're actually looking to have a positive impact on the industry itself by giving back to the wrestlers, the retired and also independent wrestlers, new up and coming wrestlers, giving them a percentage of sales in return to use their likeness as an NFT, and they also get the market fee. And I'm really proud of some of the things we've done to actually change people's lives so far. For example, we held an alpha pack pre-sale. It was 10,000 packs, and you'd get the WO Saturn pack as a reward for buying during that sale, which gave you a chance at a very, very rare Perry Saturn NFT. And the money that we were able to provide to him, 10% of that sale, he was able to pay his property tax in full for the first time in like 12 years. So we literally saved the guy's house, and it was a great feeling going there, giving him his payment, seeing how happy he was walking around. Because a lot of people don't understand in the wrestling industry how in America they're actually independent contractors. They're not employees. So they don't get some of the same benefits like health insurance. And it's actually quite hard for them to get health insurance because of the dangers of their job. And not only that, the constant bumps. It is a scripted sport, but the physicality that goes on in the rings is real. Learning about CTE and the concussion syndrome is very real. Hearing stories from wrestlers like they're just sitting on their couch, and then the next thing they know, they're walking down the road. And in their head, they teleported, and that has to be absolutely terrifying. And I'll never forget Perry Saturn saying to me, "One day I'm going to wake up, and I'm not going to be me anymore. I'm not going to know who I am." And that's just that he was terrified to actually go to sleep at night. And so, not only giving back to them financially, but also bringing awareness to it that hey, these guys go through a lot of harsh physical activities for many days of the year. Usually careers are pretty short. Also, because of all the pain, there's a lot of drug addiction, painkillers, alcohol, and then also amphetamines like cocaine and stuff like that. Because they gotta, after taking all those bumps and taking the painkillers, they gotta make sure they're up and they're lively for the audience. And that's why you see a lot of 80s wrestlers that, they call it the cocaine era.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually the first I'm hearing of the tie-in to real wrestlers. I didn't even realize that the game was connected to real people like that, and I actually think that's amazing. To kind of create a game around building up that community that is similar to like UFC in the early days, and probably even now, where most UFC fighters are very underpaid, don't have good access to medical aspects of stuff, and is just a brutal sport. And that is unscripted. But even the scripted aspect, I mean, there's a huge physicality. We've all seen the devastating hits that people have taken, the jumps they've taken off of 30-foot high cages or whatever.
And the frequency.
Sure.
A UFC fighter is fighting once or twice a year. Wrestlers a lot of times are 200, 300 days a year. Yeah. And again, they're independent contractors. So there was a big controversy not super long ago where they weren't able to do Twitch. Like the WWE contracted wrestlers, you couldn't do Twitch, you couldn't do your own thing because they own you.
You signed away your name and likeness a long time ago, and they didn't relinquish that.
Exactly. And not only that's at the highest level, and at the lowest level, which I have 10 years experience in the wrestling industry, in production, in many different aspects. And one of the things I noticed was, it is a lot of scamming. It's a lot of a promoter going to a gym, and this is how a lot of times they'll go. Promoter walk into a gym, you're doing your set. Oh, I'm telling you, I could make you a star. Get you in front of a crowd of 10,000 people chanting your name. Women are gonna love you. And all you got to do is you got to pay me $10,000. You could go ahead and write me a check. I'll train you as a wrestler. Sometimes it's 4,000, sometimes it's a little less, but there's a price that you end up paying. And what they end up getting you for is you are now invested in this, and they're feeding off of your dream, and they're having you being trained by someone who's only been in the business for a couple of years, that went through the same thing you're going through, but is a little higher up on the pecking order than you. They have you drag the ring into a new town. They have you go around the town, put the posters up. They have you go and try to sell sponsorships to different businesses. And then they're going to pay you $25 a night, and they're going to have you wrestle twice, once in a tag match and once in a battle royal at the end of the show. You're going to have to take down the ring, and they call it paying your dues. And a lot of times you're actually having to chase down the promoter and actually physically, I've seen this, physically drag him to the ATM to get your $25. And I've also seen new people that came into business jump over the top rope doing your entrance, broke their leg day one. They don't have any income to help with that. They gotta hope on the kindness of strangers through things like GoFundMe or Facebook or wherever. And we're looking to help the partnered wrestlers that we have that are retired or semi-retired wrestlers. Right now we're partnered with Perry Saturn, Raven, and Sonny Ono. But we also look to partner with independent up-and-coming wrestlers, really help get their name out there, help get them some money back. It's just like another form of merch, and a lot of wrestlers are going out and selling their 8x10s, selling their stickers, selling their merchandise to try to get their name out there. And we can help with that. And not only that, we're looking to partner with wrestlers in other capacities too, where we don't necessarily release you as an NFT, but you are one of our partnered wrestlers, where we'll actually buy your physical merchandise from your physical stores, and we will give those away to our community through kind of like loot crate boxes and giveaways in that sense.
That's very awesome. Cool. Yeah, I had no idea about the partnered wrestlers either, and I hopped on the other day. One of our viewers here told me about WoO, and I checked it out, and I thought it was a pretty cool Hive Blockchain. But now knowing that, it adds just a whole new dimension to it that I'm very excited.
Proud of that.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And much like Jux over at RisingStar, trying to give back to the musicians and give them an opportunity. And I just love seeing blockchain, especially the Hive Blockchain, being used in this way. So nice job, man. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a couple of videos for you to check out. And of course,
hit that like button and that subscribe button right next to it.
We appreciate you all.
We're having a good time.